Hi, I'm Wes from Please Queer Responsibly here at Chester Storyhouse, where we've been invited to check out the events for Storyhouse Queer season. Sounds gay? I'm in. Sounds Gay, I'm In is our series exploring queer spaces and events. Today we'll be finding out a little about Storyhouse Queer Festival, including what to expect over the week-long event. Storyhouse is a theatre, library, cinema and community hub. One community it's proud to support is the LGBT+ community. We spoke to George, Storyhouse's community programme manager, to find a little more about the events ahead.
Storyhouse is a multi-purpose arts centre in the heart of Chester. So we have a main theatre, we have a studio theatre, a cinema, a restaurant, community space, and of course we house the Central Library for Chester as well. We've been here since 2017. The most important thing about Storyhouse is that we're a charity, so every penny that you spend here, whether it's on a coffee or seeing a show, supports our work out in the community so that we can provide access to the arts to as many people as possible across Cheshire West. Storyhouse Queer is one of our community festivals, so Storyhouse Queer exists to celebrate and platform queer voices and to make sure that the LGBTQIA+ community is really well represented, and for people to find community through activity, through film, through theatre, through anything else that we put in the festival. There are quite a few highlights. I've got a long list. So on the main stage we have Sue Perkins and we have Queens back for the third year running, who put on a fantastic show. We're also really excited for Babyface, which is a preview of a very queer musical about wrestling set just up the road in Rill. We've got workshops so you can learn to tango or to explore your drag persona. You can join in with a quiz or speed friending. We've got films, so we've got 3,000 Lesbians Go to York, and we've got some Iris Prize award-winning short films. And we've got, of course, our mini prize, so you can come and join in storytelling and craft. And this is open to anyone, but particularly for LGBTQ families. Our sponsors this year are Slater Healis, so they've just opened new offices in Chester, and they are offering some free legal advice. So you can sign up via our website and just get advice on any legal issues that you may have as an LGBTQ person. So that might be to do with starting a family or wills, or just anything that works slightly different for us as a community. We really value our relationship with Chester Pride, so we take any opportunity we can to work together on events and activities. So we support at Pride itself in the summer. We hosted the Youth Pride Takeover last summer. We have had a Chester Pride family Christmas social. We're looking to do another one at Easter, and Chester Pride work with us on programming Storyhouse Queer as well to make sure that we're hearing as many voices as possible and working with their community groups. It's really important to us to be as inclusive as possible. It's one of the reasons why we exist. This house is your house, we're here for everybody. At a time when LGBTQ people's rights and existence is something that people seem to think is up for debate, it's even more important to have representation and inclusivity and to create as many places where we can feel safe as possible. Storyhouse Queer is a festival and it happens once a year, but our work with the LGBTQ community happens year round. So we provide free space for community groups, and we currently have, I think, about 6 community groups who meet here who are specifically LGBT. We have Silver Rainbows, which is for older LGBT adults, the LGBT Book Club, which is so popular that they have 2 groups, Unzipping the Velvet, which focuses on queer and bi women's representation in popular culture, and we have our own monthly cinema screening of Real Queer, which is followed by a discussion in the kitchen afterwards for anyone who wants to come along to that. And we also embed queer work into our programme year round, so you'll see a concentration of it in Storyhouse Queer, but you'll be able to find things on the website all the time. We are constantly trying to increase the visibility and the support for the LGBTQ community as much as possible throughout our entire programme year round.
Now you know what to expect, let's take a quick tour around Storyhouse. Storyhouse is a charity, an independent art centre and creative hub. The building houses 2 theatres and a cinema where much of the Storyhouse Queer season will be taking place. It's also a huge library with an excellent children's section, plus every subject that you could want. The main area is also a public space housing the kitchen, the centre's fantastic eatery and bar. There's also a hireable meeting room where much of the centre's community groups meet every day. Storyhouse Queer this year is sponsored by Slater Healis, a law firm here in Chester who are hugely supportive of the LGBT+ community. We spoke to them about what that means and why these kind of events are so important.
Slater Healis is a full-service law firm with more than 250 years of history. We are a law firm rooted in the Northwest with offices in Manchester, Sale and Chester. We pride ourselves on partnering with local community organisations such as the Storyhouse. So we are proud to be recognised as an LGBT Foundation accredited organisation, and we've provided support to their members for many years. The partnership with Storyhouse, and in particular the sponsorship of Queer Festival, is a natural extension of our long-standing commitment to that community. During the Storyhouse Queer Festival, we are offering a free legal clinic which provides confidential private appointments across the week. We will offer advice across all of our legal services with our solicitors. From my experience, we can help modern families who might have questions surrounding adoption and surrogacy. Sometimes our clients have interactions with authorities where there are aspects of discrimination, and we can advise on all of those things. It's important that businesses don't just say that they support inclusion, but they show it through presence, partnership and action. Slater Healis is proud to be sponsors of Storyhouse Queer, and we will be offering support beyond that, such as participation in the Chester Pride Parade, which helps amplify visibility and solidarity across the city.
Kicking off the whole season is a show called Fixing, and we were lucky enough to be invited to speak to the production before the show and get a sneak peek.
So this is Fixing, which is a show about my dad and the classic car that he had not long after him and my mum broke up. So that car was the Black Beauty, which is a 1952 Sunbeam Talbot Mark II classic car. So it's a show about my dad, the time around then when I was about 8 years old, when I felt closest to him. But then it's also a drag show. So Natalie Spanner, who is here in her dormant form, is teaching the audience a class in car maintenance. And it's about looking after our cars, but also ourselves, all right? So it's holistic car care, going on a journey together. So Natalie starts, and then it sort of merges into my childhood memories. We have my reflections on my relationship with my dad now. So it's kind of a show about fixing in terms of cars, but also relationships and what we need to do to maintain and work together and repair relationships. I think it can be easy to overlook how important it is to share queer stories now, because certainly in my lifetime, I've grown up in an era of like comparative acceptance, but obviously the world is a bit of a scarier place than it has been recently. It feels like winds are changing, and I think it's really important not to get complacent and to make sure that there's a space for those stories and they're still aired and we hear all those different perspectives. And I think theatre, even without being capital P political, is always political. Like sharing stories and sharing experiences is a political act, and I think that's really important. It was really nice show tonight. Yeah, it was our first one of the spring tour, so it's been our first show for about 2 months. So I was pretty nervous coming into it, but it was a really nice, warm audience, and it feels like people really enjoyed it. I had someone come up afterwards and said it had been a healing experience, which is really what we want. Natalie we've set her up as like a self-help guru, but we're trying not to kind of poke fun at that. It's a pretty embedded thing. Like, we worked with a psychologist in development to kind of find that language. So it's fun. She's really good fun, but we genuinely hope that it's kind of like a healing experience as well.
Well, that's a wrap on the first night of Storyhouse Queer. There are plenty more of events throughout LGBT History Month, so check them out at storyhouse.com. I've been Wes with Please Queer Responsibly.